most people in this room are environmentally and socially conscious. I think there's a thread between the other organizations and people presenting tonight, just a sense of activism and wanting to do good. So within that context, you see organic food becoming a thing more and more, fair trade coffee, juice, LIFEbar, and organizations like Tom's Shoes. So customers, consumers are really wanting to do more with their money. That's obvious. So they want to know where it's coming from, who's making it, and what it's doing to give back. So Anchal Project is a nonprofit social enterprise, meaning that we provide alternative careers in textile and design to women in India who have been exploited and marginalized. So specifically, we work with commercial sex workers and train them to make textiles in order to hopefully eventually leave the commercial sex trade if they choose, and then in the meantime provide sustainable livelihoods to their family as well. So, Anchal is a Hindi word. It's the edge of the sari, and it's often the most decorative. It is 6 feet long, and it's wrapped around and then over the shoulder, and the end is the Anchal part. But generally, they'll wrap their children in it and provide love and comfort. So that's the metaphor for which we run our organization. There are many ways in which women in India are forced in the commercial sex trade, and this is a global issue, not just in India, but even here in the States and in Louisville. But essentially, women are forced due to poverty, extreme gender inequality, and then you don't have the opportunity to go to school, you're trafficked into this situation. So all of these factors we try to address in a holistic program. We realize that we don't give them something to make and expect that to be the only thing. There's healing that needs to take place, and what I really enjoy and feel connected to is the design journey, which I'll speak a little bit about. But essentially, the ladies make all of our products out of vintage saris, so everything is environmentally conscious there, and then they're hand sewn together. So this is one of the scarves that I'm wearing, and each piece is one of a kind. So we sell these things online on our web store, and then we also work with larger retail organizations like Urban Outfitters when we released this collection in October of 2013. And now we're working with other organizations to do kind of similar collaborations, really bringing and educating the public on a larger platform, just kind of about our work. All of this started for me when I was in graduate school at Rhode Island School of Design, studying landscape architecture. And after a trip to India, in this class I was taking a seminar, learned about something that I could do to combine my passion for design to do something positive and create social change. So while in India and experiencing all of this, we went to a red light district, and we met children and mothers while the children are taking clients on the beds and their kids are sleeping underneath. So we met like local organizations. Long story short, came back and knew we had to do something about it. So this is a receipt art sale. We sold notebooks and note cards, generated $400, and launched the program 5 years ago. So since that point, we're now employing over 100 women. And this is what I think this group will truly appreciate, is kind of the methodology of how we work. So design, yes, I studied landscape architecture, not directly correlated to textiles, but the way of thinking is very important for how we run our organization. So you observe, you collaborate, you prototype, and you evaluate. And you're not scared. There's no fear, because you know you can just keep doing it, and mistakes are part of the process. So I think that's like a huge benefit to our organization and how we work. So like I said, we're working with over 100 women now. We have 40 on the waiting list. This is Nita, who just bought a home with the money she was able to earn after 4 years of working with us. And she moved out of the red light district away from the stigma, and is now providing a safe life for her children as well. So ultimately, kind of where we are right now, we're really projecting to scale. We want to become a self-sufficient nonprofit where we're just relying on sales of these goods to fund the organization and less reliant on donations, though we have a ways to go. And our hope is to expand beyond India as well. We started prototyping a project here in Louisville, growing natural dyes in Portland, so that will launch in the spring, but lots of things to come. I encourage you to visit our website.